that makes that statement somewhat real to a lot of us. I'm not very proud of this damn country right now and the stuff that we're doing, and I'm willing to come right out and say it. I'm a 20-year Navy veteran. Don't tell me about being, pro-American or being patriotic. And don't tell me that I can't say something against this country and it's unpatriotic. That's bullshit. That's what this whole country's about. This crap, I'm so tired of hearing this. The guy that comes from Australia and gets thrown back out of the country when all he wanted to do was come and visit some of his YouTube friends. A 13-year-old girl gets held in a separate room. Do you have any idea how enraged I would be as a parent if my 13-year-old child was separated from me and somehow held at an airport as being a frickin' terrorist? What is wrong with this country? I watch videos on YouTube about this guy that drives through these Homeland Security checkpoints down there in the Southwest somewhere, and how they're just set up in the middle of the road and they have no authority to do this, but they do it, and they stop vehicles and they ask you if you're an American citizen. What is going to happen next? Are we going to need papers to go from state to state? I seem to remember that being true in a lot of communist countries. I would never think that was possible in the United States. To take a 13-year-old girl and lock her in a room by herself. That's just wrong on so many different levels. Where the hell is the outrage for this kind of stuff? Where is the news reporting about this kind of crap that's going on in our country? This is unacceptable. As an American citizen, I find this unacceptable. There are some things that I just will not tolerate. As an American citizen, terrorism world or no, I will not give up all of my freedoms to be safe. I'm sorry, and you may call that some kind of subversive rhetoric if you like, and anti-patriotic if you like, but I tell you to shove it where the sun doesn't shine, because it's bullshit. And it's about time that people started speaking out about this kind of crap. This is not the America that I want. This is not the land of the free and the home of the brave that I think of as America. And it's about time people started speaking out about this stuff and making a lot of noise.
Organized gang stalking. It's happening all over the United States. It's happening here in San Diego County. It's called organized gang stalking, and there is no law against it. The phenomenon was first noted by a German industrial psychologist, Dr. Heinz Lehmann. He noted that a group of people would target an individual to force the individual out of the workplace, and he called what they did mobbing. Authors Noah Zanali, Ruth Sisler Schwartz, and Gail Purcell have described how it works in their book, Mobbing, USA Emotional Abuse in the Workplace. Whether taking place in the workplace or in the community, mobbing, as it is called when it happens in a workplace, or organized gang stalking, as it is called when it happens in the community, involves a kind of psychological torture whose goal is to drive the target out or neutralize the target. In the community, it often works by sensitizing the target to a stimulus all of the organized gang stalkers use. The stimulus is often an everyday thing, for instance, the color red. The thing that makes the stimulus so aversive is the frequency with which it occurs. A group of 20 or 30 or 50 or more of organized gang stalkers might be involved in harassing the target, so the target is continuously harassed with the same stimulus but by different individuals. Every time the target enters or leaves his or her home, for instance, an organized gang stalker will be there with something red on. The target's routines are ascertained. Neighbors, afraid of being gang-stalked themselves, might alert the gang-stalkers when the target is leaving his or her home. When the target walks on the beach, 3 or 4 gang-stalkers wearing red might be there. When the target opens his or her blinds in the morning, the first thing he or she will see is a person wearing red. Organized gang-stalkers typically try to be the run entrances or exits of the target, so that when the target comes out of a store, the first thing he or she sees will be a gang-stalker in red. It is the frequency of the stimulus that makes it so aversive, and the isolation of the target